Welcome to Lost at 3 a.m. Put your phone down, close your eyes, and let this be the last video you hear tonight. Relax, breathe, and let's begin. Tonight, we're setting a course for the final frontier as we explore the iconic world of Star Trek. For over half a century, Star Trek has been more than just a science fiction franchise. It's been a cultural phenomenon, a symbol of hope, and a vision of what humanity could one day become. Its stories, characters, and themes have inspired countless fans and creators, reminding us of the power of exploration, unity, and discovery. From its humble beginnings in 1966 to its expansion into an entire universe of TV series, films, and novels, Star Trek has cemented its place as one of the most beloved and enduring sci-fi franchises of all time. With the USS Enterprise at the helm, and its diverse crew embarking on missions of peace and exploration, Star Trek captured the imagination of generations and tackled thought-provoking issues with intelligence and heart. As you listen tonight, imagine the quiet hum of a starship cruising through the cosmos, the vastness of unexplored galaxies, and the endless possibilities of the final frontier. Together, we'll journey through the history and legacy of Star Trek, from its groundbreaking beginnings to the way it continues to inspire dreamers and adventurers. So, settle in and let's boldly go where no one has gone before. The story of Star Trek begins with the vision of Gene Roddenberry, a television producer and writer who dreamed of creating a series that wasn't just about action or adventure, but about hope and humanity. In the early 1960s, Roddenberry imagined a future where humanity had overcome its greatest challenges: war, poverty, and prejudice, and instead united to explore the cosmos in the name of peace and discovery. This vision would eventually become Star Trek, which first aired in 1966. At the time, Roddenberry described Star Trek as a wagon train to the stars, drawing on the format of westerns while incorporating themes of exploration and morality. His idea was to create a futuristic setting that could explore complex social and political issues in a way that resonated with contemporary audiences. Space exploration became the perfect metaphor for humanity's potential to grow, adapt, and learn. The show almost didn't happen. The original pilot, The Cage, was rejected by NBC for being too cerebral, but the network saw enough promise to commission a second pilot. This second attempt introduced Captain James T. Kirk, played by William Shatner, and the now iconic crew of the USS Enterprise. With its debut on September 8, 1966, Star Trek: The Original Series was born. Despite its ambitious premise and groundbreaking ideas, Star Trek struggled in the ratings during its initial run. It was nearly cancelled after its second season, but an early fan campaign helped secure a third. While the series ended in 1969, after just 3 seasons, it had already laid the foundation for what would become a sprawling and enduring franchise. As you close your eyes tonight, imagine Gene Roddenberry sitting at his desk, dreaming of a better future and crafting a universe where exploration and understanding are the highest goals. The origins of Star Trek remind us of the power of vision and the potential of storytelling to inspire change and hope. The launch of Star Trek: The Original Series in 1966 marked the beginning of one of the most iconic sci-fi adventures ever created. While it aired for only 3 seasons, the show introduced viewers to the bold and hopeful vision of the 23rd century, where humanity had united to explore the stars aboard the USS Enterprise. The show's famous opening line, "Space, the final frontier, these are the voyages of the Starship Enterprise," set the stage for stories that blended adventure, morality, and human connection. At the center of the original series was Captain James T. Kirk, played by William Shatner. Kirk was the fearless and charismatic leader of the Enterprise, balancing his bold decision-making with a deep sense of responsibility for his crew and their mission. Alongside him was Spock, the half-Vulcan, half-human science officer, whose logical thinking and calm demeanor often contrasted with Kirk's emotional instincts. Played by Leonard Nimoy, Spock became one of the most beloved characters in television history, symbolizing the balance between reason and emotion. Completing the core trio was Dr. Leonard Bones McCoy, the ship's chief medical officer. Played by DeForest Kelley, McCoy's gruff personality and emotional outbursts provided both humor and heart. The dynamic between Kirk, Spock, and McCoy became the foundation of the show, with each representing a different aspect of decision-making, logic, emotion, and leadership. What set the original series apart wasn't just its memorable characters, but also its bold approach to storytelling. Episodes often use science fiction as a lens to explore complex social and political issues of the 1960s. From racial prejudice to the dangers of unchecked power, the show tackled these themes head-on, often wrapped in thrilling adventures and alien encounters. Despite its groundbreaking ideas, the original series struggled with viewership during its initial run, but its influence only grew in the years after its cancellation. Through reruns, it found a devoted fan base, paving the way for Star Trek to evolve into the cultural phenomenon it is today. As you close your eyes tonight, imagine the Enterprise gliding through the stars, its crew working together to explore the unknown. The original series reminds us of the power of collaboration, curiosity, and the endless possibilities that await when we choose to boldly go forward. One of the most remarkable aspects of Star Trek is how it used science fiction to explore complex and often controversial social and political issues. While set in the distant future, the stories of Star Trek reflected the challenges and concerns of its own time, offering thought-provoking commentary wrapped in intergalactic adventures. The original series, airing during the turbulent 1960s, tackled topics like racism, war, gender equality, and human rights. By placing these issues in a futuristic setting, the show was able to address them in ways that felt both engaging and impactful. Episodes like Let That Be Your Last Battlefield used the struggle between two alien races, one with black faces on the right side and white on the left, and the other the reverse, to explore the absurdity of racial prejudice. Though set on an alien world, the message was clear. Humanity had the power to move past its divisions. Another groundbreaking episode, The City on the Edge of Forever, delved into the consequences of moral choices. When Kirk and Spock travel back in time, they face a dilemma that forces Kirk to choose between saving a woman he loves and preserving the timeline to prevent World War II from ending in disaster. The episode highlighted the painful complexities of leadership and sacrifice. Perhaps one of the most historic moments in television came with Star Trek's first interracial kiss between Captain Kirk and Lieutenant Uhura in the episode Plato's Stepchildren. At the time, this was a bold and controversial choice, but it underscored the show's message of equality and progress. The show also took bold stances on themes of war and peace. The Cold War era often informed its stories, with the Federation symbolizing a hopeful vision of unity and diplomacy. The Klingons, originally a stand-in for the Soviet Union, evolved over time to reflect the possibility of reconciliation and shared goals. As you close your eyes tonight, picture the crew of the Enterprise navigating these moral dilemmas, their commitment to understanding and compassion guiding their actions. Star Trek reminds us that even in a vast and chaotic universe, we can strive for a better future. One where humanity's greatest strength is its ability to grow, adapt, and learn from its past. No ship in science fiction is more iconic than the USS Enterprise, the starship at the heart of Star Trek. As the vessel that carries the crew on their mission to explore strange new worlds, seek out new life and new civilizations, and boldly go where no one has gone before, the Enterprise is a symbol of hope, discovery, and unity. Designed as a Constitution-class starship, the Enterprise is both a scientific marvel and a home to its diverse crew of over 400 individuals. Its sleek saucer section, powerful warp nacelles, and glowing deflector dish have become instantly recognizable symbols of space exploration. Beyond its striking appearance, the ship is equipped with cutting-edge technology for its time, from warp drive for faster-than-light travel to transporters capable of beaming individuals across vast distances. The Enterprise is more than just a vessel, it's a character in its own right. It serves as a sanctuary for the crew, a stage for their adventures, and a bridge between distant worlds. Every aspect of the ship is meticulously designed to reflect its mission of peace and exploration. The bridge, with its central captain's chair and surrounding stations, is a hub of decision-making and teamwork. The sickbay, under the care of Dr. McCoy, is a place of healing and resilience, while the engine room, led by Chief Engineer Scotty, embodies innovation and determination. What makes the Enterprise truly special is the crew who call it home. Under the leadership of Captain Kirk, the ship becomes more than a tool for exploration. It's a beacon of humanity's best qualities. From Spock's logical insights to Uhura's communication skills and Sulu's steady hand at the helm, every member of the crew contributes to its success. Together, they represent the ideal of working together toward a shared purpose. The Enterprise has also become a symbol of optimism. Its voyages remind us that the future doesn't have to be defined by conflict or division. Instead, it can be a time of collaboration, learning, and curiosity. As you drift off to sleep tonight, imagine the quiet hum of the Enterprise's engines, the soft glow of the stars outside its windows, and the courage of the crew as they venture into the unknown. The Enterprise isn't just a ship, it's a reminder that exploration and unity can carry us to incredible places, both in the universe and within ourselves. As Star Trek grew in popularity, its universe expanded far beyond the confines of the original series. The success of the original series, paved the way for a series of spin-offs, sequels, and reboots that explored new characters, new ships, and new corners of the galaxy, creating a rich and ever-evolving tapestry of storytelling. The first major expansion came with Star Trek: The Next Generation, which premiered in 1987, set nearly a century after the events of the original series. With a new crew led by the calm and diplomatic Captain Jean-Luc Picard, played by Patrick Stewart, The Next Generation brought a fresh perspective to the Star Trek universe. Themes of exploration, morality, and diplomacy were updated for a new era, and the show became a massive success, cementing Star Trek as a franchise capable of reinventing itself. Following The Next Generation, Star Trek Deep Space Nine, DS9, broke new ground by shifting the focus from a starship to a space station, exploring themes of war, religion, and politics with greater depth. Star Trek Voyager introduced us to Captain Janeway, the first female captain to lead a Star Trek series, and the challenges of being stranded far from home in the uncharted Delta Quadrant. Later, Star Trek Enterprise served as a prequel, exploring humanity's first steps into the wider galaxy before the events of the original series. Each series brought something unique to the franchise while staying true to its core ideals of exploration, hope, and unity. Alongside the TV shows, Star Trek also expanded into novels, comics, and games, offering fans endless ways to engage with the universe. In the 21st century, Star Trek saw a resurgence with the reboot films starting in 2009, directed by J.J. Abrams. These films reimagined the original series characters and introduced Star Trek to a new generation. More recently, the franchise has returned to TV with shows like Star Trek Discovery, Picard, and Strange New Worlds, proving that its stories remain relevant and compelling. As you close your eyes tonight, imagine the vastness of the Star Trek universe. Different ships, diverse crews, and endless possibilities. The expansion of Star Trek reminds us that no matter how far we've come, there are always new horizons waiting to be explored. One of the most fascinating aspects of Star Trek is its futuristic technology, much of which has inspired real-world innovations. From the moment the series began, the imaginative tools and devices used by the crew of the USS Enterprise captured viewers' imaginations, painting a vision of a future driven by ingenuity and possibility. Perhaps the most iconic piece of Star Trek tech is the communicator, a handheld device used by the crew to communicate over vast distances. This piece of fiction later inspired the development of modern mobile phones, with many engineers citing Star Trek as their source of inspiration. The communicator's evolution into a Starfleet badge communicator in later series resembles today's wearable tech, such as smartwatches. The tricorder, a portable device used for scanning and analyzing, has parallels in modern medical and diagnostic technology, from MRI machines to portable health scanners. Many of today's advancements can trace their conceptual roots to the tricorder's multifunctional design. One of the franchise's most ambitious concepts is warp drive, the technology that allows starships to travel faster than the speed of light. While we're far from achieving this in reality, the idea has spurred scientific discussions and research into faster-than-light travel and theoretical physics. Similarly, the transporter, which allows the crew to beam to distant locations, remains a dream of science fiction, but it's inspired conversations about quantum teleportation and particle transmission. Then there's the replicator, a device capable of creating food, tools, and even clothing from raw energy. While true replicators don't exist, advancements in 3D printing echo this technology, enabling the production of complex objects on demand. Beyond specific devices, Star Trek's vision of a future where technology serves humanity's betterment has inspired countless engineers, scientists, and dreamers. Its portrayal of tools that solve problems, save lives, and enable exploration reflects the series' optimistic view of progress. As you close your eyes tonight, imagine the hum of a tricorder scanning alien soil, the shimmer of a transporter beam, or the smooth voice of a ship's computer responding to your commands. The futuristic technology of Star Trek isn't just a dream. It's a reminder of the limitless potential of human innovation and the incredible things we can achieve when we dare to dream big. One of the most enduring aspects of Star Trek is its cultural impact, a legacy that goes far beyond the screen. For over half a century, Star Trek has inspired, challenged, and united people worldwide, cementing its place not just as a beloved sci-fi franchise, but as a symbol of hope and progress. At its heart, Star Trek represents a vision of a future where humanity has overcome its greatest challenges: war, inequality, and prejudice, to create a united federation of planets. This optimistic outlook has resonated deeply with fans, offering a beacon of hope during uncertain times. The phrase "live long and prosper" has become more than just a Vulcan greeting. It's a philosophy of kindness, growth, and peace. The show's influence can be seen in its passionate fan base, one of the first to organize conventions, create fan fiction, and embrace cosplay. These gatherings became a space where fans could celebrate their love for the series, connect with others, and even influence the direction of the franchise. In fact, early fan campaigns helped revive Star Trek after the cancellation of the original series, proving the power of its audience. Star Trek has also left an indelible mark on pop culture. Its phrases like "Beam me up, Scotty" and "Resistance is futile" are instantly recognizable, even to those who've never watched the show. Its characters, like Spock and Captain Kirk, have become cultural icons, representing logic, courage, and curiosity. Perhaps most significantly, Star Trek has inspired real-world change. Its diverse cast broke barriers, with Nichelle Nichols' role as Uhura becoming a milestone for representation on television. Her portrayal of a black woman in a position of authority inspired figures like Dr. Mae Jemison, the first African-American woman in space, who cited Star Trek as a direct influence on her career. As you close your eyes tonight, imagine the Enterprise gliding through the stars, carrying its crew toward new frontiers. The cultural impact of Star Trek reminds us of the power of storytelling to inspire, unite, and make us dream of a better future. Its message is clear. No matter how vast the galaxy, humanity's greatest strength is its ability to grow, adapt, and hope. The Star Trek movies have played a significant role in expanding the universe and bringing its stories to even wider audiences. Starting in 1979 with Star Trek the Motion Picture, the films have given fans the chance to see their favourite characters embark on grand adventures with higher stakes, richer visuals, and larger-than-life storytelling. The first movie came after the original series had gained a cult following through reruns. The motion picture took a more philosophical approach, focusing on themes of humanity and self-discovery. While it was visually stunning, its slower pace led to mixed reviews. However, the next installment, The Wrath of Khan, 1982, cemented the success of the Star Trek film franchise. With its thrilling story, intense emotional stakes, and the unforgettable performance of Ricardo Montalban as Khan, it's often regarded as one of the best sci-fi films ever made. The films continue to explore meaningful themes while delivering action and adventure. The Voyage Home, 1986, brought humour and environmental awareness as the crew travelled back in time to save Earth by rescuing humpback whales. The Undiscovered Country, 1991, tackled themes of political tension and diplomacy, mirroring the end of the Cold War. The next generation of films began with Star Trek Generations, 1994, which passed the torch from the original series crew to the next generation cast. Patrick Stewart's Captain Picard became the cinematic face of Star Trek, leading films like First Contact, 1996, a fan favourite that explored the Borg and humanity's first contact with alien life. In 2009, the Star Trek film franchise was rebooted by director J.J. Abrams. This modern take on the original series introduced a younger version of the iconic crew in an alternate timeline, allowing for fresh stories while honouring the classic characters. The reboot films, including Into Darkness, 2013, and Beyond, 2016, brought Star Trek to a new generation, combining action-packed storytelling with the franchise's signature optimism. As you close your eyes tonight, picture the sweeping vistas of space, the tense standoffs aboard starships, and the courage of Starfleet crews as they face impossible odds. The Star Trek films remind us that no matter the challenge, we can rise to meet it together, with hope lighting the way forward. At its core, Star Trek is about more than starships, aliens, and far-off worlds. It's a story of hope, unity, and the limitless potential of humanity. For over 5 decades, the franchise has captured the imagination of millions, not just as a sci-fi series, but as a blueprint for a better future. The enduring appeal of Star Trek lies in its optimistic vision of tomorrow. It imagines a future where humanity has overcome its differences and works together, not only with one another, but with countless alien species, united by a shared goal of exploration and understanding. This hopeful message resonates as deeply today as it did when the series first began, reminding us that progress is possible, even in the face of challenges. Star Trek also celebrates the human spirit, our curiosity, bravery, and determination. Whether it's Captain Kirk boldly venturing into the unknown, Spock balancing logic and emotion, or Picard leading with wisdom and diplomacy, the characters of Star Trek remind us of the qualities we can strive for in our own lives. The franchise's ability to adapt and evolve has ensured its relevance across generations. From the original series to the next generation, from the films to the modern streaming series, Star Trek continues to reflect the world while inspiring it to dream of something better. Its stories remind us that while the universe may be vast, our greatest journeys begin with the choices we make today. As you close your eyes tonight, imagine the quiet hum of a starship gliding through space, the shimmer of stars in the distance, and the thrill of discovering the unknown. Star Trek isn't just a story, it's a promise that together we can boldly go toward a brighter future. Thank you for spending your evening with Lost at 3 a.m. Sleep well, and may your dreams take you to the stars.